is the National Junior Olympics for Tae Kwon Do. Pete Schwinn has more on how they did.
Adam Grumbo, Robert Grumbo, and C.J. Weatherford, three of the best in the nation at martial arts. Adam's silver and Robert and C.J.'s gold at the National Junior Olympics only solidified what Coach Jeff Sullivan suspected all along.
I knew they would be very competitive when they went up there, and I knew nobody in the country trained harder than these boys, and they really gave it their all. And when they got up there, they just turned it up a notch.
At age 13, Robert says he was pretty confident he'd do well at the championships.
After I beat my first person, I thought I could really go on to win because it wasn't even a close match. I just beat him real easily.
His brother, 12-year-old Adam, and 10-year-old C.J. Weatherford weren't quite as sure how they do, but they were both excited with the results.
It was only my second tournament and had to train real hard, so that made it feel like probably could place in the top 5. And since I trained so hard, I got second place, and I'm really proud of that.
I didn't expect to get this. I just got it because I tried my best, and it took a lot of practice, and I didn't expect to get it.
All the boys attributed their success to their training program, and while Sullivan is largely responsible for that, he says the boys earned everything they got.
I'm walking pretty tall these days. I'm really proud of all of them, and you know, it's just a great reflection on how these boys are really fighting in men, and they train hard and they really dedicate themselves to Taekwondo and the martial arts in general.
For KNKT Sports, I'm Pete Schwinn.
A couple of Junction City youngsters also came back with some hardware. 9-year-old Kara Carter and 14-year-old Gregory Pitts both took bronze medals in their divisions. Among the various high school summer sports camps going on around the area, the Blue Jays soccer camp run by first-year coach.
Korean martial arts and fitness for benefits that last a lifetime.
Welcome to the Korean Martial Arts and Fitness Show. I'm Jeff Sullivan, Chief Instructor at Korean Martial Arts and Fitness. We have a great show for you today. We have two of the nation's finest martial artists. On my far left over here is Robert Grumbo, gold medalist at the Junior Olympic National Champions. And his younger brother, Adam Grumbo, is a silver medalist at this year's Taekwondo Junior Olympics. How you doing, guys?
Pretty good, sir.
Fine, sir.
Good, good. Went to the Junior Olympics, middle of the month, July. We want to hear all about it. It was a rainy day in Chicago. And you got there in the morning, and you had to wait all day to fight, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You got there 8 in the morning. How many hours were you in the holding area waiting to fight?
11 hours.
11 hours. And you, Adam?
I'm not sure, but I stayed there a long time.
It was probably, you fought about 6 o'clock at night or so, or?
Yeah, around then.
And I remember you reported at 11 o'clock, so what's that, 7 hours? Whoa, jeez. When was your first fight, Robert?
Around 11:45.
11:45, and you finished up like 20 after 1, right? You were one of the, championship match, the last match of the night, pretty much. But you had it lucky. You finished, what times you finished? 8, 9, something?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. And what was it like in the holding area? Long, long wait.
Very long wait and boring, just waiting for the line to move up so you could finally get up to the front and fight.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like going to jail for 8 or 10 hours before you had to fight.
Everyone started singing songs and stuff. Getting bored.
Yeah. Once you finally got on the floor, how'd you feel?
Well, looked around at the people, and I couldn't believe that I was there. Then I tried to relax myself when I got to the edge of the ring.
How about you, Robert?
For me, when I finally got up there, it was a relief finally getting up there. And I didn't feel too nervous or too tired anymore. I was just waiting for my fight so I could do my best.
Too tired to be nervous, huh? Took too much energy. What was the auditorium like?
It was a really, really big place but most of the people in the stands had left because it was too late for my fight.
Really? But they were all there when you fought, right? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thousands of people for him.
Yeah, pretty scarce when they got up to 11 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning. And they had to all come back the next day, right?
Yeah.
What are your matches like, Adam?
Well, my first match, the kid I fought was a lot shorter than me, so could get a lot of head kicks in. And just trying to score points in the head. And I was trying to be careful of how hard I hit the head so I don't get any deductions.
They're really being sticklers up there about head contact, right? You just kind of, just a light touch, right?
Yeah.
Which isn't how you guys trained, right? You trained to make a little firmer contact with the head. Still light contact, but firmer contact, right? So was it hard making that transition, making the switch to kicking light, or did you have any trouble?
Oh, I didn't have any trouble because the judges that were judging me were a little more lenient with my kicks.
Because you're one age group up, and well, they're all good fighters in your categories, though. I mean, they knew you could all take care of yourselves. You're up against some of the best ones in the nation. Well, the best ones, really.
Yeah.
And you're the best ones, right? You're
Yes,
second
sir.
best, right? No, during your match, everybody thought that you kind of got the short end of the stick there. It looked like you clearly cleaned up on him, and the decision went the other way. But that happens, huh? Did it bother you that you kind of got ripped off there in the championship match?
Sort of did, but I'm perfectly happy with the silver medal.
You can live with it, huh?
Yeah.
Get gold next year. Robert, when you had your first match, you had to travel over from one ring to another ring, and then back to another ring, and you kind of like did musical rings there for a while. What was going on in your mind?
I was just hoping that they'd finally put us in one place so we could finally fight because they kept transferring us from ring to ring. So I never got a fight, and then finally we got a fight in one of the rings.
And then you moved back to another ring for the championship fight, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And, I remember your parents were going crazy because they kept moving in the stands, trying to get down to by the ring that you were fighting at, and everything was going.
They had to move all the way around the arena.
It's getting pretty old. Yeah, that's right. The first ring they were at was on one side of the arena, and the other one was down like where the basketball hoop would be, and then when your first fight was on the other side, they had to go all the way around. That's crazy. Tripping over people and things. And, yeah. How are your parents? Really nervous or what?
Well, they were getting angry because we had to wait so long and bored. But once we got fighting, they were pretty excited.
Gotta get this fly off my nose here. Okay. You can probably cut that out, can't you? Anyway, you can magic a TV. Was your mom nervous or worried that you're going to get hurt, or your dad or anything?
Well, my mom was a little nervous about us getting hurt. My dad wasn't worried about it because he knew we were really good. We were really
Prepared.
to be able to defend ourselves real good. And my mom was tired from all that waiting, but when I finally fought, they were anxious to see me fight, and they were happy.
When Adam fought, did it kind of help him relax a little bit more, seeing that he placed and he was all done and everything? Well, did it kind of help him relax because they knew what to expect and stuff, or were they still just as cranked up as?
I don't know, I was in the holding area.
You're in the holding area. You didn't talk to him about it afterwards, or what?
Well, they felt that Adam got cheated out of a gold medal, but they were pretty relaxed after that, I guess.
Cool. So, you guys train and train and train for this. Tell us about your training regime, what you do day in and day out to get ready for this.
All right, we trained. We had really intense training to get us worked up with our endurance and stuff. It was hard training, but it was worth it at the end.
You came to class like every day.
in the mornings. You had a special training session for an hour or so, and then what about in the evening? You had your regular Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5:30 class, right? Those were kind of turned up an extra notch or two for you guys, right?
Yeah, but it still seemed easier than the morning classes.
But some of the other people in the evening classes didn't like that it was getting harder.
But it's good for them too, right?
Yes.
What about at home? What kind of things did you guys do at home to help you get ready?
Oh, we practice a lot of kicks and do running once in a while.
Do you have focus pads at home that you use and abuse?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What about putting on your sparring gear? Did you work on that at home, working on techniques on each other? It's really, you guys are really lucky that you have a built-in training partner at home. That's probably why you guys do so well. But do you guys spar and do things like that at home, or?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, every now and then we'll spar each other to get better.
Working on techniques and stuff. So, Adam, does he kind of clean you up a little bit?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Most times, actually. I try to find out his weaknesses. But
Yeah, but can't train on each other all the time because we get used to each other and each other's style. And we mostly block each other's kicks all the time now.
Right. And that just gets old, right? Because you know how each other fight, and it's just boring, right?
Yes, sir. But after the training for the Junior Olympics, we got better and changed a little.
You guys had to alter your diet a little bit for training, right? What sort of things do you have to give up?
We had to give up pop and candy and things with sugar in them.
all our favorites.
Are you back on pop and candy and sugar now, or did?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You're going to give them up next year when you go to the Junior Olympics again?
We'll probably have to.
For every tournament, I think I'm going to do that. Every tournament I go to.
It helps purify you, clearing out your system, and makes you stronger, don't you think? Better wind and everything.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what are your plans now? For this fall and next year and stuff. You plan to hit all the tournaments around, and or you just going to concentrate on training in class? What are you planning on doing?
Well, we'll try to go to as many tournaments as we can and train as hard as we can for those tournaments.
We're definitely going to go to the state championships again so we can qualify again for the Junior Olympics.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't know if they have the rule at senior nationals. If you medaled the year before, you automatically qualify. I don't know if they have that rule or not. Maybe you automatically qualify. Maybe not. Of course, you'll be different belt ranks by then. We're all black belts, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so I imagine you'll have to qualify again to go. Are you still training like you did for the Junior Olympics at home, or did you cut back on your training a lot at home and just you kind of relax more these days, or what?
Ever since we bought our 4-piece bag, we've been using it a lot and training real hard, getting ourselves so tired.
But it's still less than what we trained for the Junior Olympics because we don't have a tournament coming up. We are still practicing.
Mm-hmm. Working more on technique and precision than a lot of cardiovascular and a lot of hard training, sprinting and running and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you were throwing a spinning hook kick and you threw several techniques, advanced sort of techniques, to just lightly tap them in the head. Are you looking to perfect a new technique that, one that you're kind of going to make your own? I see like nada bongs, jumping nada bongs. What are you going to work on to really, kind of make your own unique technique?
I think I'm going to work on a kick that's sort of a nada bong or tornado kick, because that's one of my best kicks and it's one of my favorites too.
A tornado kick where you can either make it into an outside-inside crescent kick or a roundhouse, either one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a good technique. I like that one too. How about you, Adam? What are you looking to develop and turn into your favorite technique?
Well, I like spin hook kick and jump spin hook kick. I can't get very high in jump spin hook kick all the time, and I'm trying to work on that so I can get more head kicks.
They look plenty high to me. But I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to have you guys do some sparring for us, okay? We'll show your stuff. Okay, we'll be right back after this brief announcement.
Someone out there needs help, and you've decided to save them. Every year, thousands of people die waiting for organ and tissue transplants. To be a donor, even if you've signed something, you must tell your family now, so they can carry out your decision later. Otherwise, it's like throwing a 12-foot rope to someone who's 15 feet away. Share your life. Share your decision.
In a recent worldwide educational test, the United States didn't rank first,
Korea,
or second,
Taiwan,
or even third.
Switzerland,
It seems while the rest of the world raised their educational standards,
Scotland, Slovenia,
we didn't.
Spain,
So we came in 14th.
the United States.
And 14th is no place for our kids to be. Call 1-800-96-PROMISE, and we'll give you lots of ways to help our kids move forward again.
Welcome back to the show. Right now, Robert and Adam are going to show their sparring prowess. Robert is over here in the blue Hogu, and Adam's over here in the red Hogu. They're going to fight a true Olympic-style match, 1.5 minute rounds with a 30-second rest in between. And Mr. George is going to be officiating. Got a standing 8 count there to protect the fighter. The red and blue areas on the Hogu are the scoring area. That's where you have to hit to score a point. Any kick to the head is a point except for the back of the head. The kick to the scoring area has to be firm and displace the body quickly to score a point. Head kick. Oh, you give him a head kick. Wasn't too hard of a kick, but just to make sure he's gonna. Time. Okay, and now we're gonna take a 30-second rest. Take a little rest here. Usually this is when they're getting coached by their partners, by their coaches rather, telling them what they should do. One unique way that they could probably score a quick point, get back in the match, or something that they're doing wrong. Okay, time for round 2. Robert Grumbo is wearing the blue chest protector, and Adam Grumbo, the younger brother, is wearing the red Hogu. As you can see, they know each other pretty well. They don't score a lot of points on each other. Block a lot of techniques. Robert's starting to muscle at him a little bit now. He's got about 30 seconds left.
Got a quick one, kick in the back. About 5 seconds left. See if one can get a head kick in. Oh ho, there's one. Time. Very good. Miss George, come here. How would you score that match?
That was a close one, sir. That was a close one. I had Robert with actually 4 points. I had Adam with 4 points. They both had a head kick. I would have to go back all the way back to the rules of superiority and go with Robert due to aggressiveness.
That's probably how I'd score too. Definitely how I'd score it. Very close match. All right. Okay. We're going to take a short break and we're going to come back with more Korean martial arts and fitness.
Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of time.
Good points on it. We just want to give you a brief demonstration here. Robert is going to start off by throwing a back leg roundhouse kick to the hogu, and Adam's going to come around and throw a spin side kick, blasting him back. And as you can see as he does this, when he throws a roundhouse kick, Robert is on one leg when he does it, and the side kick will thrust him back and oftentimes knock him down. Roundhouse and a spin side kick off the roundhouse. And again, pow. Like so. And one more time. Very good. Now Adam's going to throw the back leg roundhouse kick, and Robert's going to do the spin side kick. As you can see, there's a lot of power, and Robert's not hitting him hard. Just that if you hit him hard, he'll just literally just knock him right to the ground. And the way they do the timing on this is the person who's going to throw the spin side kick watches the twisting motion of the shoulders. He watches the shoulders. When the shoulders twist, that's when the side kick will throw. And you can see how effective this technique is. Very good. Okay, Robert, you throw the roundhouse kick again. Adam, spin side. Just like so. And you watch the twisting of the shoulders. This twisting of the shoulders gives it away. Bow. And again. Bow. Very good. Now switch again. You have to be careful when you practice this. It's a very good idea to practice it with a hogu because the foot in the chest actually has a kind of a devastating technique. He hits you pretty hard. You want to be careful when you do it so you don't knock the wind out of your partner. Okay, we're going to do the same basic technique. But this time, instead of throwing a spin side kick to the body, he's going to throw a spinning hook kick up to the head. Just give the head a light little tap or just breeze right by it. Now to do this, they're not going to throw a roundhouse kick when they come in, so they can go ahead and throw the full spin hook kick. You'll see what I mean. Robert's going to show that he's throwing a roundhouse kick. Adam's going to throw a spinning hook kick at normal speed, like so, just to practice watching the shoulder and throwing the spin hook kick off the counter. Now if Robert actually came in with the roundhouse kick, he would get brained with the spin hook kick. Okay? Show a little more. Bow. All right. Now, once you throw the roundhouse kick, and Robert will throw the spin hook kick. Right? And as you can see, if he actually continued his roundhouse kick motion in there, his head would be in the right place for the spin hook kick, and he'd take it right on the headgear. Like so. And a little later on, when they get up to the black belt division, they can actually kick hard to the head and go for a knockout technique on this. In the little lower ranks, they have to use more control and just give taps to the head. Okay, switching back the other way. You get a little dizzy when you keep doing this. Again, Robert's just twisting the shoulder like he's going to throw a roundhouse kick, and Adam comes in with the spin hook. Spinning hook and lets him walk right into it. Okay, now let's switch back to the roundhouse and the spin side kick, just real quick. Roundhouse, Adam throws roundhouse, and Robert throws spin side kick, knocks him back. Very good. And Robert throws roundhouse, and Adam throws spin hook kick. That was spin side, spin hook. Same basic motions, like so. These are the two techniques that turn these boys into junior Olympic champions, junior silver medalists and a junior Olympic champion. We're going to come back in just a minute with the self-defense tip of the week.
Mm-hmm. 2 o'clock. Okay.
Self-defense tip of the week for you. Everybody should be able to do it, no problem. And here it is. What he's going to do, he's going to come here with a grab. We're going to use our opposite side hand to strike the arm here, give us a little leadway. You either strike with the hand or the forearm. We're going to strike the hand away here. Then we're going to take our hand, put it behind the back here. This is called a post. All right? We're just going to put our hand firmly on the small of the back, and we're going to take our free hand, the palm heel over the hand, push back on the head, and pull in on the hand here. This motion here. All right? So he grabs. We're going to strike across here. This hand's going to come here. We're going to push up here and going to post here and pull in here. All right? The head goes back. It's going to put him off balance. We're going to continue pushing him back. This hand pulls him in here and acts as a fulcrum. All right? Now, we don't necessarily have to strike this hand away. I just do it for, a little more protection. I can just step in here and do the same thing. All right? Post, push, and pull here. All right? Or I can strike here, push and pull. Okay? Now, if you need a little more devastation, a little more attention, you just turn this into more of a strike when you strike here. Okay? Strike, push, and pull. But I'm not going to do that because it'll knock him kind of silly when I do it to Mr. George. Oh, can I do that to you?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
We'll pass.
So, this can be used on any grab. A hair grab here. You can strike here, like so. All right? Double collar grab. All right? You can strike with both hands this way. You're going to strike out this time. Here, strike it, push and pull. All right? Real simple, basic technique. Or a belt grab. All right? Same thing here. This time I'm going to strike him down a little bit, and I'm going to do the same technique. Push and pull. Simple, very effective. You post your hand on the small of their back here, and you pull towards you here. This hand pushes back on the chin, making a fulcrum. He loses balance, and he goes down. Simple but effective self-defense tip of the week. That's all the time we have today on the Korean Martial Arts and Fitness Show. I'd like to thank my special guests, Adam Grumbo, United States silver medalist at the Junior Olympics, and Robert Grumbo, gold medalist at the Junior Olympic National Championships. I'd like to thank you boys for joining the show today. Join us next week for more Korean martial arts, fitness, and fun.
Korean martial arts and fitness.